Allez, mon frère là. Ya hakuna san tara boy.
Nanga kloda.
Ya yo sore de nakala.
Kloda.
Ya mo gam.
here, I'm going to And then you just everywhere. Sorry, alkali balal. Sénégalais daw si yow wax be son amul ku ñëw le président bi wax ala ñu wala def ya taxaw blocage ni kenn du mëna def dara ñëppay ci ya demal Bafada hey Allah Yang, wah kamu tahu ya saya, cincin. Wah kamu tahu ya saya. Nanya ya saya. Banyak tu. donc ali wula len no ali wuli masabe lori na ali wuli to famille ni makele ale ni ala jeka Gambia Your Excellency Banco President Rumi Madam Baro Madam Sajo Baro Madam Sajo Baro we highly welcome you to this event. Babor ak Bubor yëpp tudde fa yàlla yónni fa yàlla mu dëj ak Gambia Afrika ak àddina si wërngal képp loolu la doon feeñal ci ñaanam bi ni di moom Sefo Moro Jawla
be Same Banko ba moolu be kontonna
mu ne waa tundi Same yëpp mu ngi leen di nuyu
ani Sandu
ak waa Sandu
ani Ñaani
ak waa Ñaani
ani Fuladu
be
kontonna
nuyu na ñëpp
kadu alentelle be harje tiri kiluna ay be harje hajara kiluna ay be harje mantabe kiluna
ngir ñun ñëpp tunda yim tunda ni ñun la yàlla boole wërsëg mbaaxaay bi taranga gi njekka gi ak liggéey bi ñun la ko yàlla boole ci jamono ji
be sewarim bi baake
chef bi ne am na mbégte torop
amanke ñinata président Kolton la de
mu ne caali tudde nekkul ne dafa fàtte nuyu président réew mi
anala nañolu
ak ñi mu àndal
bari ni moye fen soto anamuna men soto namunaji soto
waaye nit ki day ñaareel su amee loo xam ne ni buleet mosu koo am
ni mo kontante bu ka fono mo ya annan siti bari ni won bi mo dum doleti
ngir nit day su kontaane wala am mbégte dooy mun a wax ne kaay leen eewma wala kaay leen takama waaye jotaay bii fii tey loolu la sambanaay
alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin Adama Barrow
mu ne sant yàlla bu baax président Adama Barrow
alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin Adama Barrow
mu ne santaat na yàlla président Adama Barrow
alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin Adama Barrow
santaat na yàlla président Adama Barrow mu ñetti yoon
alay te harje ñing harje wala
yow la yàlla baaxal wërsëg wi
sanji naani kono
mu ne ñeneenti at ci biir ñeneenti at
namu naaji saba namu naajo mo namu na menje
mu ne bu leet lu mosta am wala lu mosta gis ñetti mbir
asaba
ñetta
a sotota sanji naani kono
am na fii ci Gambia ñeneenti atam
silo sototale
am nañ fi tali godorong yoon
kabo yesew
tàmbalee ko esew
o ka fu baara
ñëw be baara
kadal lamen koto
mu em lamen koto
Same sate saba wolle ka siloje somanda
mu ne ñetti dëkk ci Same ñoom rek a daan gis yooni tali boobu
jaarume koto koli kunda lamen koto Same sate taw woro wula
juróom ñaar fukki dëkk ñoo nekk ci tundi Same
saji jama be
atu yàgga yépp
nka silo kibaro la moy
dañoy dégg yooni tali rek
namunaje
mosuñ koo gis
namuna moy
mosuñ koo dégg
bari kabolla men koto pasamas
waaye commencé ko lamen koto dem be wulli Passamance
ala yo kete adama barole jamano
yoon boobu lay de ci jamono président Adama Barrow la am
ñi manke ñinde kam o fali kun tentude nga jele abam fe fotati même fotani keta man kiliya ñim fotale akeda
lii day nekkut yërmande gistal waaye lu am la luñ gis la luñ tegbot la te ñëpp a ci tegbot
kalem bansang
mu ne kaleen fii be Bansang fii
kuranto wuli kilim fata ñim banko kan
toll ci junnee jarak dee nañ fii ci tunda bi
pour que lopitano soto bansang
ngir pour dawale jarak boobu mu dem faju ji
ni
lopitaan
tata makati la
soo jaaree yooni Makati
e ko e fere yo man bete
ñu ne la féeri di paan na
ñin silo bu kama
yoon bi ñu nekk ni tali bi
sanji tallulu
mu ne juróom fukki at yoon bi jaga dina woon torop
silam be sanji tallulu ne woro jamono
léegi
ko
toll nañ ci juróom fukki at ak juróom benn
ñin sanji nanole mu
mu ne ci ñeenti at yii
nga ñin namunaji fulan jang falan so
mu ne ñaareel fu mos a am luñ mos a gis ñu am ko ci njiiti président bi
bar ka finkintew fana ñaayelen di
waaye itam ubbi boti sëlmaxa itam ubbi bota mu xool
annabila isa la kake nu
mu ne annabilaay Isa moo ko doon def
bar biro tambita
waaye bi kooku génn jógee foofu
yara adam baro fana kake
ndeke yo président Adama Barrow itam dina koy def
lampo
mu ne lii lampa yi
lampo
courant bi lampa yi
nka kibarole moyde
dañ ko daan dégg rek
nga to karam wol bulu fom fana lampo to no
ñun itam ñu jànga ko ba xam turi lampa dégg ko jànga ko loolu rek lañ
lampo factory o ni o naati ye yale ka lampo wolon
waaye xam nga na su leen indilee foo xam ne ni mooy taal lampa di factory bi ni mu ko waxee kon di nga xam lampa
adam baro e wala fana naati
mu ne
samen ko
président Adama Barrow loolu la ñu indi ñun waa Sami
te buka mo fali kun tentude
man du may gërëm ni ci kaw mboosoo
men ketan ka wala fo
dëgg gi rek laay wax li ma gis li
ni yen kanu akan ala baraka
soo ma ci soppee baax na
ni man kanu no aka baraka
soo ma ci sopp fan
ni
laay
ala
wax
ya lon doron akanya
ko yàlla yëgee xam ko rek loolu doy na ma
ñin keta la keta
chef bi ne lii lu am la te lu am la
men ko moro to fola woto be ñim banko le
moom
bulal
chefo Moro Jawla du wax loolu kon réew mi di fi
ka fola
dinaa ko wax de
aya kel
def na ko
adama ni mbara
président Barrow jërëjëf
ini le man sakunda be
yaag sa nguur gi yëpp jërëjëf
kadu ni botay taño mambo
sooy dem de yow nga raw te ki nga àndal rawul kon yow rëcculoo
woto ini le man sakunda botala nim bara ala baraka
kon yaag sa nguur gi ñu ngi leen a sant di leen gërëm ci seen taxawaay
ni wo bota je
chef bi ne gannaaw loolu
kontano
mu ne mbégte bi mu am
wo kammala
ci kaw loolu
ila ministal
sa ministre si
permanent secretary
permanent secretary
ko directeur lu
be directeur si
ani momo ni be place ole to
ak képp ku nekk ci place ci nguur gi
be konton
chef bi ne mu ngi leen a nuyu
be nim bara
maa ngi laa jaaramal
sako
mu ne rawatina
ntella kuran soto sababo aye men tara nani juwara
mu ne ñun suñ aman courant fii sabab bi kiñ fekk mu jiite bunti liggéeykaay courant boobu di naani juwara
nani yare nin adama baro jamano bental saka ni moro jawla dum
mu ne naani yow sa jamono ye lay àndana ak président Adama Barrow rawatina moom chef Moro Jawla nag
ko tali nga ñomuta
kon nañ leen ñu jàppante
ala ko
yàlla mu ne
ijjikum ijtimaikum wa jullukum iftilakikum alla buñanin alla dawlo na alla tay kotota ta ñaato ala bi ñomuta la tenne na fi ko te dum no la jam
yàlla mu ne su ngeen buggee lim leen baaxal seen njekka ak seen tarang ak seen wërsëg mu ànda li leen yàlla nàkkal lim leen defal jàppal nante leen ngeen bokk éene bi ngeen defee loolu du yàqu
kiilaye kuma fulale fo
mu ne rasul dafa wax ñaari kàddu
ako la rahmatan minan nas la salamatan minan nas la salamata minan nas hadamadi o hadamadi
mu ne rasul ne doom adama boo gis
ite kana la hadamadi unu dama
doo mun a rëcca kaddu loola làmmiñi doomu adama
ni finte ko ni koyta ni koyte ko ni fin
soo ñuulee ñu ne seetal Modou Diouf ni ñuulee nii ku soo xeesee ñu ne seetal Dahaba nu xeesee
woto ite ɓe men kela
kon yow li nga def
ak ala kama
defar rek ngir yàlla
anin kiila
ak rasul
wala jeerowo
ñooñu seen gis
wala fisiyata
moo ëpp a njëriñ
duniya ɓeeje nafatala
addina bi yëpp gis la loolu amul njëriñ yàlla gis ko xam ko moo
alayeje wala important ta
yàlla fay la moo gën doomu adama di la fay
ni sonta
soo nangoo
ko ala de atele man sote mais sangdi bankoɗa
ne yàlla de mooy buur bi sàkk asamaan ak suuf
iɗu iɓe londindi ɓe siladin alala
te yaa ngi ragal yàlla boobu
woto sakkala muta ko
kon nga yëg ne
ni nata jelayiri je silata jelayiri jam woto man sila alala
soo gisee njalaar mi yóbbu nit ñi de kon xamal ne yow ragaluloo yàlla
njalaari mu ne no ni alama faaya ke ni alama faaya faaka ka ke no
lan la munal ci ndigal yàlla la dem kon njalaay munalu la dara yàlla subhanahu wa
woto
ta'ala
janni be njalaayiri je la ala je
kon balaa ngaa gis njalaay malaaka boobu laa yóbbu gisal yàlla mi
wala importanta
loolu moo gën a am solo
adama nim ba
président Barrow jërëjëf
jama si hekatu
mu ne mbooloo mi moo ngi leen a
min
jéggal
tata fem fo min tata men barama
su ma waxee wax joo xam ne ni awut yoon mu am
si hakko boy
maa ngi laa jéggalu
kontano tan bi
dama am mbégte trop
limma ka ñente
su ma ko emalut fii
assalamu alaykum
assalamu aleykum chief yi kooku moo ñi ñaata jërëjëf
I now call on the governor of the region.
Sai ngana tundo ñi na governor commande ñu o governor bi nekk ci tunda bi fii
Honorable Abasanyang,
moom mooy governor Serif Abasanyang
with his welcome remarks.
ay naa la kuma kangol banque
Ali Bulopasi, Ali Bulopasi, Ali Bulopasi. Auzubillahi minas.
Tana yàlla bu baax.
Be ala tentula.
Mu ngi santaat yàlla.
Jaaro send la kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yonent bi sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Your Excellency.
Mu ne Your Excellency.
Ka bilu wala juru ana la kontano tandila hadaba de wala jang.
Mu ne tey mbégte bi fi am pour wala kar doom adama yi fi.
Ngamre ye yiri wo yiri je jam no warta mo be selli nga santole ke jibe.
Foog naa ne garab boo fi ci kaw nit ñang fa eeg di la séntu.
Sefo ya fu janne.
Chef bi wax na ko.
Menna mananke sami.
Mu ne lu mos a am bulet.
Menna mananke siara.
Bulet lu mos a am siara.
Ibe wota maliki kan.
Loolu rek ga def.
Woto be tentula.
Kon maa ngi laa gërëm.
Be jayla.
Di la sant.
Be duale simayala.
Di la ñaanal fanu gudda.
Be Madame Sadio Balo Baro.
maa ngi nuyu sa soxna Madame Sadio Balo Baro.
Ba konton namba fanan tentula.
maa ngi ko nuyu di ko sant.
Ministre men be jambe be konton namba
honorable
tentula.
ministre si fi nekk yëpp maa ngi.
Secretary General Secretary to Cabinet be konton.
Secretary General Head of the Civil Service.
Minister for Energy and mo ko wala be konton.
Secretary to Cabinet ak Minister.
The permanent secretary ne mebe do ko la kabri mutuma ba konton namba tentula be jayila.
Permanent secretary si nekkoon ci liggéey bi di liggéey guddeeg bëccëg.
Managing director nawet ba konton namba tentula ba jayila.
borom kër yi nawet naa ni juwaara maa ngi laa sant di la gërëm.
Na coordinators men be bijan NPP coordinators be tentula be jayila for mobilization.
NPP coordinator si taxaw dajale mbooloo mi yëpp maa ngi leen di gërëm.
Funding tole men be bijan be konton namba tentula be jayila.
ndaw ñi génn si fii yëpp gouvernement mu
Musolo sefol alkalo be konton namba tentula.
jigéen ñi góor mag ak ndaw chef alkali ak
Na deputy technical advisory committee member sol be konton namba.
technical advisory committee bi nekk CRR maa ngi leen di nuyu.
Nsiño governor ba fana kontona URR
governor bi nekk ci tundi Basse Samba Ba mu ngi fi maa ngi ko nuyu.
political mol men bebi jan siaka modla men cham du bebe kontona
ñi nekk ci wàlli politique yi NPP bi Siaka Lamin Thiam ñoom Boussano ñoom May Balde ak ñeneen governor ne nuyu na leen.
ala ko de hadama dimo
yàlla de mu ne doomu aadama
naye ku kendo bara
su defee jëf ju baax
ni ma ate mo hadama dimo tentu
nit kooku leen def jëf ju baax jooju soo ko gërëmul
hanate ala men ka kol lañini
kon moom yàlla mi sabab mbir yi
ita tentinol
doo ko santa
woto ñantan na president tentu la bi
kon dégg war nañoo gërëm suñ président
moro ya fujam
chef bi wax na ko fii
CRR wala Gambia banko be
mu ne CRR wala Gambia yëpp
dula fula wolbe nun Gambia e koma
ñaari place ñoo nekkoon ca gannaaw ci Gambia
sameni CRR jannof
saami CRR no fii
alin kiyam
ak Kiyan
bare bi
waaye tey jii
kiya ye courant soto
Kiyan de am nañ courant
ye silo soto
dinañ am yoon itam su ci yàlla andee
sami ye silo soto
saami am yoon
ifele be courant lo soto la
ñu ngee ñëw am courant
sirara sila jelle bi jam bi his excellency ye menke
CRR ñaata yoon ñoo fi nekk yu président Barrow liggéey
ko
ma ne
alinga hadama di wol tit
nañ leen ñu gërëm doomu aadama
andum alinga julo jo
te nañ leen ñu delloo ñu
min moy ku kendo ke
mu nit ki su la defalee lu
a
baax
fuama
wax ko
a jo
fay ko
ala yo mari le kanu
loolu la yàlla sant
ala dum ko jongo
yàlla mu ne doomu
ni ma hadama di wala bara nyimma kanu
doomu aadama bi de jëfam ju baax
imajo no
soo ko sopput mënuloo koo fay
imajo no
mënuloo koo fay
a o tude tan ala
loolu des na yow sa
bara nyimma o bara nyimma
ngir jëf ju baax joo gis
anya tak jo
daf nga war a fay
nga jo jam ala ya bara ala jo
nga defal ko yàlla fay la
hadama di ya ke ya hadama di jo
doomu aadama defal la teranga nga
woto yo excellency la jor no be nyaato inshallah
excellence sa besi pay mu ci kanam
woto mba fala hadama di be membe siara banko kanjam bi
wax waa siara ñi fi nekk ñëpp
al fele
yéen a ngi nii
his excellency fele
président Barrow ngi
amda ali alla kontano tandala le bi
foog naa ne wane ngeen seen mbégte
ay tolmen tu jam pour nga maral la jang
ñun fi bàyyi pour ñu ilif leen
mbala do ko ke kan aliyele
seen liggéeyam lañ leen di defal
kunun ay menke mbeyo jele
demba lim def ñu ñëpp
ay sama kontom banko be kan
ñu faatule yëpp la dugal seen kër yi
satawol men ya lonko ti ñaaro so siara
dëkk yi nga xam ne ni yàqule nañ ci siara
ka bonam balangal kana
commencé ko balangal ci
ay be jibi atate kontom ila ti ñaaro
defal leen masawu leen
toña taba anin karanta ba jang
toña taba ak fii
suwala kuwom amam futanoje
ngir dafa guddeew mënu fa ag
anin bi bengo
ak jotaay te
bara ay molu wulinde le kontol kana futema
waaye eggatina ay ndaw ñu egga dem
ngamera ibebe ñim bendulale jang
naa ñooñu leen ñoo ñëpp
sa faale ko do talal male
dinañ fa
kala ti ñaaro jibe
gis seen yàq
kay tandi akata his excellence bala ñamen
wan leen nim métier président
ko men ala kano ay men so atelier ko banko dingol
comme yërmaane bi mu leen amal yéen doon
ko atelier be marde banko be la
gannaaw réew mi yëpp moom moo ko
nin ali mantoro so
su ngeen amee jafe-jafe
amalongal fe
yëgut ko
ko bani ala lati
kon loolu diggante ma
ngamira aya longa al fele
waaye foog naa yëg na ko yéen
ka to ne wonten dol tolo la fe jam
ngir ni kono duñ taxaw
mba fola
dinaa ko wax
atitanu bala nga kuno
ni ko de du mënoon a dem
atitanu ni farafeñe la kuno
mënoon a dem farafe
ka do be yala silo kalam ta kamina ni sa bank
ñëpp xam nañ ne sa banque la
to yo excellence be tentulam be jay
yo excellence ñu ngi la sant di la
ala ma kano sondo modi lan nan se jono ñam
yàlla ñu yàlla may police
wala ñintel la fe na fewolon se men ke no
loolu lañ la mën a denc
yemme ngol men ke ñim be ko fangatu jam be jola la insha Allah
lépp loo def ci jotaay bi fii dinañ la ko delloo
ni ala na la kila sonta o joro do jele jama ko kay tandi la ko siaran contanta
dina wol ne siarar kontaan na
andi be men ngol men ke jambuta kalamale
ak lépp loo fi def yëg nañ
musol wo
jigéen ñi
fondin tewol wo alfal wo be bota kalamale
ñëpp yëg nañ
to insha Allah
kon inshallah
jolu ngo kananan bal be tentula balu jayila no mo fintane ya ina tan yimbe to jange tentu ngi jay ma fala ya assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh
assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi
Same
bu ne niñ ko yëgee dañ ñëw pour tekkeer bu njëkk pour liggéey ak courant pour sandu ak Same naata janne courant doo ko min ñata wole
the one leading that project implementation the one leading that project implementation is Nawek and
ali yalon ne ko ñim do ko courant do ko minuka project bi ki sen mari ji daare ko
his statement on this occasion.
ko o mu wax ka do mba ko man la ngani ci wara yalla ko mo foja ali bu Tata Kosidal, Ali Makoy Bukare, alphabet Diamola, Meleni.
Your Excellency, the President, Mr. Adam Barrow.
Your Excellency, Banco President Mr. Adam Barrow, President Rumi Adam Barrow.
The Honorable Secretary General and Head of Civil Service. Honorable Cabinet Ministers here present.
Secretary General, Head of Civil Service.
Honorable National Assembly members here present.
Minister Sifineka, Deputy Minister Minube Maberinjang.
Our host, the Governor CRR and other governors here present.
Njati ma Governor CRR, Sunjati the Governor CRR and Yenen Nifineka.
The Chairman, Nawek Board of Directors and other board members here present.
Sirantio Nawek Board of Directors.
The contractor MBH Power and also the consultant.
Contractor MBH Power and in London Minumata Dokola Niko Saitu Lige Gogu.
Security chiefs, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and privilege for me to witness this laying of the foundation stone for the Lamekoto Diabo 30 kV line rectification project in the district of Same in CRR. This is indeed a significant milestone in our quest to provide access to electricity countrywide by 2025. Your Excellency, this project is co-funded by the World Bank, the European Union and EIB as part of the Gambia Electricity Restoration and Modernization Project at a total cost of over $8 million US. And in Gambian dollars, that is over $200 million. The contract is awarded to MBH Power. It's an Indian company that is based in Nigeria. And the contract was awarded to them through a competitive bidding process, which is in line with the procurement guidelines of the funding agencies. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, the objective of this project is to provide access to over 46 communities in Same and Sandu districts in URR. Among the 46 communities to be covered, we have 40 communities in Same and 6 villages in Sandu district. This is a historic development for the people of these communities, as this will be the first time since independence to have access to electricity. Today's event is symbolic as it marks the launching of the noble and ambitious Energy for All by 2025 agenda set by the government of the Gambia under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the 46 communities to be covered in Same and Sandu, NAWEC, the government of the Gambia, in collaboration with our development partners, will provide access to 92 communities in the West Coast region, 185 communities in the North Bank region, 64 communities in the Lower River region, 139 communities in CRR, and 149 communities in URR before the end of 2023, inshallah. Cumulatively, if we add all the villages or communities I have just named, the total number of communities to be covered from now against end 2023 is about 685 communities. This is going to be a great achievement for this country. I am happy to report that already we have signed the contract for the electrification of our 298 communities just last month, that is in June. And inshallah, the project will commence before the end of this year, God willing. We have already paid the mobilization fee to the contractor and will push to make sure the project starts without delay. Your Excellency, these electrification projects are a game changer in transforming our economies and improving the lives and livelihoods of our people. Every Gambian deserves the right to have access to electricity, and we are grateful to the government for taking this giant step in providing access to our people within a very short period of time. Your Excellency, let me take this opportunity to renew the commitment of NAWEC management, the staff, in ensuring that there is reliable, quality, and affordable electricity service countrywide as enshrined in your government's National Development Plan, which we call the NDP. We will continue on our reform agenda in making NAWEC financially viable and to be among the best electricity companies in our sub-region. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the commitment of NAWEC staff is unquestionable, as evident by the prompt actions taken in the last 3 days to restore power and water supply to the affected areas as a result of the windstorm. So I am very proud of the staff of NAWEC. Keep up the good work. Gambian people really appreciated your effort. It would not have been possible without your commitment. So as your MD, I am grateful, and let's keep working together. The sky is the limit for all of us. In conclusion, let me take this opportunity to sincerely thank the World Bank, European Union, EIB for providing the necessary resources in helping the government of the Gambia to change the lives and livelihoods of our people. I will also take the opportunity to thank the President, His Excellency, and his entire cabinet for giving the energy sector the attention it deserves. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Minister of Finance, Honorable Mambre, and his staff for giving the opportunity to the energy sector and mobilizing the necessary resources that are required to be able to improve our service delivery to our people. Honorable Minister, thank you and your team. Our Honorable Minister, Fafa Sanyang, an exceptional leader for that matter, we are grateful. Our Permanent Secretary, Lamin Kamara, and his team at the Ministry of Energy, you are wonderful people and the support is enormous and we are grateful. Our JAM project team that is implementing this project, this is a unit that is dedicated to the implementation of all our projects in terms of electrification in this country. And believe it or not, for the past years, they have been doing a very, very good work for the country. Thank you. Who is also a native of this place. And he was our project coordinator, the JAM project coordinator before then. And now his name is Demba Jallo. He's a native of Same. He's from Karantaba, Fulakunda. Demba was the project coordinator before, and he has really contributed to our realization of this project today that we are about to lay the foundation stone. So Demba, thank you very much also for your contribution. The entire management and staff of NAWEC, I'm grateful. Thank you very much for the hard work. Finally, to our organizing committee, this event would not have been successful without your tireless effort. So thank you very much and prepare for more laying of foundations and also inaugurations in the future. Thank you everyone. God bless you all. I'm grateful.
Yamaro dita ko kol Kenya be lari nyami bari jama rahmano siata na bading mandika kam folal bijang surwa kam folal bijang serer kam folal fanam bijang serero kala dola dali alon kodi bari nduma lemite wolem na mbari malti na bading fulolu yamaro dita pour nga ko ñu sutiande pour isa faham ka ñu be nata wala bari tole tamu ko min ka fo tubabu kan wala wajibi atale pour ya faham
monsieur Banen Fulbe moju ko woni haalde do ko do woni simen haalde e jolfe English men ba haalde pulatan Fulbe gadi wonde ga be nana ko be kalta do ko
lolu taxna dinañ ko jema gattal ci ñetti lakka yi mu gëna gaaw
lolu wadi ha men rapina halaka e haladi tani mo anduda dum rapida
min bota diyam wala jam wolem nani juarati banajin daye to nawe ki fi joge don wax moy borom keri nawek di nani juara
iblo do hala on woni nani juara on woni dare to nawek on won inde mu woni nani juara
ako asewo tabake ala doku dula to yala mimu nawekti anim alfal minu marata jela
o we weltima do ligata ko won wiite do nawe e ke mawbe be gonde to ko o weltima
amna mbekte torop ci turi nawek ñi fay liggéey mim jité ci wali programme bi aka min foten wala ñinti ko bi be ngonyimbe na bere folo min lala pour same kata sandu ila courant la soto a bere folo min be lala lidi jotay bi ñu daje fi pour nak tekker bu ñëka pour tunda sami dembe sandu ñu am courant di jël ben yoon lolo ñu dajale fi
o wi say men kawri do hande o dental ko men balina kaaje folo kulle courant mo anduda wala same wala sandu on wani dental ga president ale ministre cabineto e yimbe pamana secretary fon rendi diga wal on kaaje folo han
ako ñemu do ko kuma balete pour banko mo le courant soto ay banko be si janning 2025 mu ne li liggéey la boo xam ne ni mébét la pour liggéey courant bi daj réew mi yépp fii bi atum 2025
o ko liggéey waddo mana liggéey waddo important bay anneji ni komin para do 2025 leydi ndi koyna e kato kala do nyaada ndiya courant e huba
do hule min yalon ko kodoto dollar kodo million sey ye wole contrat ko di compagnie le ka fuye ko MB Power indian non la compagnie dolem pour ya do ku bari be sabatiri Nigeria la liggéey la boo xam ne ni xaalis biñ cey war a dépassé dina toll ci juróom-ñetti millions yi dollars di xaalis yi America contrat bi ñi koy war a liggéey mooy MB Power di compagnie bu nekk ci bu India ñu nga toog ca Nigeria
o we gas ko mbokki compagnie o do liggéey million di jetati compagnie ko Nigeria be ngoni be ngatano be lingala men o project amen e leydi ndi
ako ñing do ko ñi naketa sate tan nani ni woro wolbe kurango sotola sami kata sandu
o liggéey si wonima capande nayi sare caye kebata kurang iwado ha sandu
liggéey bi su amé su ñoo taxawal ni ñen fukki deka ak juroom ben dinañ am kurang digante sami ak sandu te nak nawek ak nguuri Gambia ak ñi leen di jappalé ñoo ci taxaw be gis ne lu tollu ci dina yokku ci juroom ñen fukki deka ak ñaar yu wara am kurang ci tundi West Coast
o wi government Gambia e nawek kambe hawti be renti be golla o golle project mo anduda ko kurang ya ha caye sapo e tenay dum fo ko leydi wondo ko keba kurang dede
Kerewan banko ma fon la North Bank region sate keme tan seyni lulu temer ak juroom ñetti fukki deka ak juroom ci tundi North Bank moy Kerewan
fede North Bank Kerewani caye sapo
kemenin tan seyni lulu
temedere e capande jeetati e joyi on caye heɓata courant North Bank e sare amen ya ha heede toon
do ko ñim fanan sate tan nani woro minube Mansa Konko tundo to juroom ben fukki deka ak ñeneen ci tundi Mansa Konko
caye sappo e capande jeego e joyi wonduno tundi Mansa Konko area ɓe galɓe heɓat courant o project
liggéey courant bi téeméer ak fanweeri dëkk ak juróom ñeneen ci tundi CRR saate keme tan sabani naani ñim tundo to mi mu CRR arti
temedere capande tati e joyi heɓata o tundu CRR ko ɓe keɓata courant
URR saate keme tan naani anin konon to
URR temedere capande nayi o heɓata courant o capande jeego e nayi ɓe heɓat courant project o
aka contanta baake kañi yitannalla ko ñin contract o tubab karo min mbota min kono June e karo ñin kono le ya sign e pour CRR LRR ani West Coast region
o contract June ko men jiɗi kon lewru nder rewru o ɓe signi o contract ɓe ballera o wallina o project courant o
aɗum saate keme fula tan konon to nin sey ñaar téeméer ak juróom ñeent fukki dëkk ak juróom ñettala ñetti tunda yebdi am courant
temedde ɗiɗi e capanɗe jeego on heɓata courant o tundu o fof
kuma la sudiya fe nani ko courant o la soto o mu tunkuŋo la yelamandiro doleti banko la feero yiriwa lando mi yalon ko national development plan mi yalon ko president Adama Barrow la Masakunda e wole landi aɓe denni wole la
o heɓugol courant leydi ndi ko waylugol leydi ndi yara yeeso mo annduɗa e nder national development plan mo annduɗa président e laamu ngu ko on plan ɓe mballini he leydi ndi nda leydi o yara yeeso o courant e heen
aɗum toña ñin courant o la soto aɓe molla balwo ni la fanko ñinna yiriwa lafalale adum hadama ɗiŋol la ñantolem ila buñalem ka courant onen jiise soto
gonga heɓugol courant leydi ndi ko nawrugol leydi yeeso nawgol yimɓe yeeso o kamen cellal o courant heɓugol mon nafa mum gasata ha yimɓe
mune lidi amam courant nak akala ak yellefi nit ñi pour ñu am courant bu doy ak ndox mu sella ci réew mi fii te loolu tax na nag loolu la président Barrow gis ci loolu la soobu nee na mu ngay gërëm nguur gi commencé ko ci président World Bank EU ak ñeneen ñi nga xam ne ni ñoo ci jàppa gërëm na itam ñiy liggéey ci nawek ne mu ngi leen a sant di leen gërëm jàmbaar fàkk te dëggeen bi yàqu-yàqu bi amee nelewu leen toogu leen ngeen taxaw jonn pour gis ne li ci yàqu woon yëpp ci courant bi ak ndox mi ngeen réglé ko seen managing director ci turi président ne mu ngi leen a gërëm nawek doo kulal allah ñaaton ko yàlla tentu ka jayi kabiri ñin tiñaaroo keta suutanin tili alme la allota katikaje ko katabake courant o seyta a ñaama a yaalu tentu ka jayi wala anin fanan Mansakunda fasar lalu e démar lal président ngolo office oto ministre alu sako ministère of finance bi mata nafulola ani moɓe mi ye buludu ñin ko ñin kono anin fanan ay moɗo fanan tentu mi yalon ko jambanko ɗiŋolem ñin ɗo ko ñimɓe dasila wato min na min mum mbadi mati dembati ay kata ku bake ñin projet o ñin to aya tentu aya jayi alɓe tentu fanan allah maɓe ola jang e ka duwa ñim projet o min bina datila Allahu taala sa timmande kayra kon
e yo development plan e o demba ko haali do ko biddo leydi ndi o dari darde moƴƴo mo anduɗa walli yimɓe leydi ndi no courant o ko lew wawta nawrude yeeso e courant o heɓono probléme wattu yawtuɗo kono nani joala e office staff uji maɓɓe ɓe dari ko yaawi noon ɓe walli yimɓe ɓe batti courant o ha courant o yeehi normal yimɓe ko ɓe jiɗi ko nden nani e staff makko on jarama e Gambia e ligge courant e nawgol yeeso leydi ndi ko ɗum woni anniye meɗen on jarama.
In his apologies for not being able to attend.
Diamo min binala min be sirin tubab du banko la kafuba EU ale ambassadeur le nyanta nala bare man nano bare ay mo kina
mo godi haalude on woni modo wondo don EU tubab mo anda on yeso on foti arde haala do kono ala nyaawani o wona do han.
So next on the agenda will be entertainment, and I'm taking a break now. I'll call on Siaka Jata.
Okay, so
take charge of that.
Siaka Jata Kumandi.
Thank you. Welcome, Siaka.
Chairman Kundawar Area Council, Honorable Sekou Jawara.
Chairman Kundawar Area Council, Sekou Jawara.
Honorable Wafanamu MPP chairman on.
On got go MPP chairman.
Because I registered winter party and I registered again.
Party go winning go on what register.
Thank you, Honorable Alaji Jawara, because Italy has Sabu to know then no metal they can we go by.
We are
private bill ke National Assembly.
Girambata Goleman National Assembly.
Wala na kuken no na power.
Kodu what moje no dinafa.
Sekou isina ina sajo present.
Owe Sekou ida afawa.
Hello, Your Excellency, I come protocol officer na sajo. Ako Honorable Minister of Tourism and Culture.
Minister of Tourism and Culture.
Kamera lata ni sajo Sekou le adi.
Ahmed Kumbaba ala oka.
Yo president bukan janjian non politiko.
Oye president politiko. Honorable Sidi Jai ngarabe ngoke mafiu.
Bismillah.
Bismillah, Honorable Sidi Jai.
Salmina His Excellency President Adama Barrow.
Akae ta kontra.
Salmina Debo Mako, Lady Sajo Mbalo. Miro Salmina Secretary General Head of the Civil Service. Miro Salmina Minister Befof. Miro Salmina Governor Honorable Serif Abasanyang. In the Central River Region North, Central River Region South, Kanye URR, Meden Jetta Governor no Bete, a Deputy Governor Mako, a contribution Mako. Mido Salmina Regional Chairman, Alaji Maudo Toure, Alaji Bubu Drame, Kanye Alaji Saj. Mi Salmina Sefuli di Fof, mi Salmina Kala Constituency Chairman, Kala Ward Chairman, Kala Constituency Executive Member, Kala Regional Executive Member, Ward Committee, Village Committee, kala mo ganduɗa ka a committee NPP ɗo koyna ha kato mbima salmina minen salmina ni kala gonɗo National Executive Member NPP miɗo salmina alkaloji ɗi foof miɗo salmina kala garɗo ɗo da andi ka politicien najo mbaka civil servant minen ma calmina te ka an jibinande URR kan he CRR minen calmina jaliɓe ɓe miɗo salmina journaliste aɓe ɓe e inde président Adama Barrow kan he National People's Party onon fof calminama e men beltima no bete
akoy content abeda men na honorable Sidi Ndiaye
men jetta laamu His Excellency President Adama Barrow
His Excellency Adama Barrow ya konton
e laamu de
ako mansayade
Touba ko wi
tubabor ko
laamu ko puri ko laamu ko yimɓe ɓe he pour yimɓe ɓe
mansaya molumu ani molu
yimɓe ɓe mbaɗi laamu
molle mansaya ke
laamiɗo o
même mansayata
o anda ko yimɓe ɓe mbaɗi mbo laamɗo
asalo molle ake mansati
e naamoji he lempoji ɗi yimɓe ɓe joɓatari
naamol nin lempol men gajo
o ƴeftaɗi o waɗɗaɗi he yimɓe he
asita yemrundi namol kan yake
His Excellency President Adama Barrow
His Excellency Adama Barrow
bila o jooɗi he hikka
bila sida ni ñinantema
ha hikka
ko ñinam
Gambian naaɓe jii ko ɓe meeɗa yi
Gambian ko ye jero ke nene man menje
he wallu laabi
an silol law fannala
na wodi wonbe Central River kanye Upper River region
molbe Central River and Upper River region
bila aduna o dida
Brim Gambia lota jang
be meda Italy
inene manyi tali sifa
bila aduna o dida
bri aduna dunia lota
be meda kura
inene manyi nyon tali sifa
hande
bi
helamu President Adama Barrow
President Barrow la masaya ko to
ko angale wita ko ring road
ako angale ga me ring road
na wayno ko baddo laabi di fegere he tundu makati lu he tundu Upper River region du
dawo dañi makati tundu ay sila kendo le ka be do men be mu high class road
President Adama Barrow wi
Adama Barrow ko
pour yetta sare nde leydi ndi fof madande e city state
ka sado be gafno ma ka ge be zade nyumati
o wi o katbe laabi
aga folo silol
o
la
ngo kaabe courant
e courant dila
o ngo kaabe ndiyam
e dio dila
so dum wadi tan
no geta dron
yimbe be he ko e mabbe be keba mamtare
mol fon ni kumul salon ko nyaado da sotole
se so dum wadi tan
no geta dron
basal riwete he nder leydi he
ibaje na gokkori yoni fenta ya yo bayla bo banko ka
te ko dum President Adama Barrow woni he wadde dum taki Gambian naabe hina mo jidite be gotanan bo balde nay December 2021
President Adama Barrow la fita wolela abu Gambian ko be kanto fayla ele 2021 IW
hande sa yi garden do
mi aje na to jambi
he tourné makko jawtudo do
ala tourné men tambi la jam
kan he rowani
ani serum
o wi Gambian naabe si Allah jabi
ako Gambian ko ni ala sonta
do he duubi joyi
janni sangi lulu
kala do Gambian naajo wawi won he nder Gambia
Gambian ko be dawda Gambia kono
woni ko ci el jola mba ko ci el serer
fol sade fulol lemba ko serer lo
mba ko sare mawnde
ko sade baale
mba ko city
ko sade ndi
o wi Gambian naabe fo o kabbe kura
bar Gambia bebe kuran sotolale be dara lambo ko to
ko dum woni amtare
wala mo nyaato taati banko kan
ko dum woni njering laamu
wala mo masakunda ala na faati muli
o wi o digi si Allah jabi
akonni ala sonda wol be kelale
hande
bi
fayande nde
men kono bi
fayande nde kindi
ako kalero nyin
nde hubanoma
biri kalero nyin amala
nde faji
a fajuta
hende ura hande
abe norala le
o ari do pour Central River region no
anada Central River region no
o lenna hayre pour ko ganduda ko courant o ko woni universal access to electricity
ay banko bero landi bi memmo universal di memmo electricity
o digno en courant
ay courant ay la hidle non
ko dum addi mbodo hande
bi anato la hidole ti
kala gondo ñaani ja
mo be ñaani ja
opa salum lowa salum ñaani hara jogi gese
e ke
courant e pol gas paade courant e tan fota rew he ngesa maɗa he
ye courant ya lo la sayra kunko kono
on mbi gokkama belnitare ko angali wita ko compensation pour electricity mo President Adama Barrow okare
compensation lo President Barrow e mennati ali pour ñaatota ani yiro
nden non laamu President Adama Barrow
do President Barrow la ñaato kaya
ko dum woni laamu pour development
wala development no ti ñaatota
ko dum woni laamu pour ndemoji laamoji e jobetendi naftorendi
namol men gajo ñim banko kan aka wolle murundi kan nafa ñim banko kan
te Central River region do
Central River region jang
President Adama Barrow ko joni ko hikka
President Adama Barrow e siyo men kenyina
en kebi ko buri ujunere classroom he nder Central River region
na wuli kilen sodo men tambira na Central River region kono jang
kulen ndiyam ne ko non
diola ko wole mu
aduna Allah o fof
dunia be
ni duubi tati
ni sanjinano sabo
caɗele balade Allah nattini woni ñaw corona o nattini aduna Allah he
ni kole amen nada corona courant dunia be
kala gonɗo ɗo
momo bi jang
hara jogui fayande
e kalero sodo
hara jogui debbo
e muso sodo
caɗele de a tinande President Adama Barrow okkima maaro okkima sukur okkima diwlin okkima kalis tahina ara kadi
imam kole ya kalamuta President Barrow ay mano dila ay tulo dila ay tombe dila imam kole ya long corona la kole ya to nyimbanko
esengo politique
la karo
President Adama Barrow ko makko tan wawi en okku development
adam male sin sono nyaato tala nyimbanko ka President Barrow
Adama Barrow hina en okki jam
ado ay kayro din nakilin
Gambian naɓe fo hina cuusi laamu ngu hina mbo korma hina mbo jiɗi
Gambian gol hanida man sakundanya ila fitama sakundala meni lefta tonyala ibeba no mafana
President Adama Barrow hina oki fof jam
baya kayo di banko di belela
nden non ko dum taki 2021
wayatin na 2021
en yi o voter registration baddo
ngani voter registration mengeten
en yi United Democratic Party UDP
ngade United Democratic UDP
hebe orni black
e fimal dum black
hebe mbadi ko e mabbe mercenaries
e fanke mercenaries
hebe taro he he
bebe yaay kandula
kala gambian najo
gambia
yiibe hebe borni black hebe nata be mbiya an wona a gambian najo ka guinen najo mbaka kasawas najo mbaka senegal najo
e ga gambian wole manke gambian kadi e mu senegal en goldi e mu guinen goldi mu fenken goldi
action mabbe bo e mataw is the height of tribalism
ela action of an gameyida wala mu tribalism
njiya neddo hombo wojji mbiyambo ka guinen najo
ye mo yabe wuleri ko dem futan kol
njiyambo hombo bawli mbiyambo ka jola wona a gambian najo
mo de tindi ga dem jola ti mo da kasamase
ya neddo hala jolfe mbiyambo yawdo gambia yaw senegalais
be surwa ko ga dem ke gambia ko dem
meeda wade aduna ko United Democratic Party wata dum do te enen fok en gambian nabe dum tagi president Adama Barrow homo welti jefte carte mo don en gokkore
wala dinna democratic United Democratic wala kanin kijang president Adama Barrow 2021 alingan nakato kafunyo mga 5 MPPA ko la Cairo ela
bo ganduda wonani president wonani councilor
me ala manke councilor da manke presidenti
hombo taro mbo ma yenne mbo ma jatto
wobe mini nela be nanila
o yima yakko carte makko de
la carte di wala
president Adama Barrow hummi do tonye
o president Barrow ay kese ala di mo la
political tonye ngalado
jam protocol no kese
jam Gambia jam Africa
Cairo
for National People's Party kanya president Adama Barrow
Cairo ni nafa la tawala da president Barrow be Barrow wala
thank you very much Sidi Ndiaye wala na yeke party wala spokesperson aya nole aya no
o ya dara ma Sidi Ndiaye ko wadi man national deputy
ko ka sobe ya tinya sobe ya ko tuno
fijindaru bonna da sobe bonna da fijindaru
joben tukulor atensina le folo ko fo
joben tukulor be ndara on piya
President Bukaje kamera naja na jali solar President Bukaje Back to PS.
Kurao arfangan nanang. Ali tariya wato tatale. So kutale. Kurao arfan. Ali tariya wato tatale. Samen kol aliya kele. Aliya damo benkele.
Thank you. Wait and tell them so let you fund it.
Please, what am I playing?
2 minutes. May Jallo. Albe Mintol Alna. May Jallo Albe Minto Alna.
Thank you.
Mane Sama Fuladu Waye Tolale.
Mune Your Excellency Mane Samba tudel na la dom.
I didn't tell Lela.
Mune tudel na la dom.
Yo science Sankung Kamara.
Mune legi ñu o Sankung Kamara. Ñu ne Sankung Kamara fo nek ñewal.
Sankung Kamara.
Wasame His Excellency kontaan na.
Sankung Kamara isina na be Daoda.
Sankung Kamara fo mundi muna nek ñewal. Sankung Kamara fo mundi muna no ka ñewal.
Sankung Kamara.
Ya alfana nimbara bake GRTS al nimbara al yakata ale bata menta kana fo jam foro botan wayatin na ko ngaje ko kumo nyin tonya ya tel silang jikita nyin na fanan ko ning ala kirtala kuran nyin ninga soto ay banku kota molu na fa nyamen jikita ko abem fanan na fa la wanya wala kontano war kadi nibe dibo kono e bota dibo kono yanta ala tentula yo wayatin na ko je kontanta tel jarti esin kolla al sano al mammo nyinenka al mammo la ngani wala lot lalong bara fankata ali bat ka president dan nam fojang oton telefona men so contano to sa itenda la samen ko contanta sharar ko contanta sharar not sate keme sabale musate muang e sate tang anin saba sharar south sate keme saba sate muang ani woro sharar mu mobe sate keme woro sate tan saba nin kononto sharar be awarta bake yo bar nin ala ke jam fanan tombo wolo kono ko ebe kurawni lonki la jande fanan abe kala ka bero la jang o fana musame fana alhamdulillah lati banko nyinka kaatu chef banko lulu wala be nyin karola chef banko woro be nyin karadola akata chef tan ninkilin ni ara ente fana harje wol kono wabe lonki la jang oto nyanda kontan lele
I am honored.
Content alama ali bulo me do koto. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, sir, MBH Power is committed to deliver this project before the stipulated timeline with a view to bring smile to the benefiting community of the smiling coast of Africa, the Republic of Gambia. Thank you very much. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Rajit, representative of the contractor MBH Power. Our next speaker would be the consultant for the project. You're welcome.
Your Excellency, President of the Gambia, MD NAVEC, the RUE representatives, the World Bank representatives, all people of the Gambia. On behalf of the consultancy company that I represent, Mercados Arias International, I would like to extend our gratitude to NAVEC for the confidence they have placed on us to act on their behalf as owner engineer, representing and assessing NAVEC, while learning and building the technical capabilities of the team alongside the project. We have been present in the Gambia for a few months, and our commitment will extend for the following 2 years, where we are also acting as supervisors on the erection and the installation of first utility-scale solar photovoltaic project and the reinforcement of the main transmission lines and infrastructures in Great Banjul area as part of a more ambitious project to renovate and enhance the electric power system of the Gambia with the assistance of international financing institutions. During this project, Mercados Arias International will act as NAVEC extension in the field, supervising the work of the contractors and ensuring that works are done with adherence to international standards, always preserving the environment and surroundings, while observing that the needs and the rights of the population of the affected communities are preserved. The project will cover the electrification of 275 communities in the inner regions of the Gambia, divided in 2 phases, the first one of them starting today with this ceremony. It is with great pride of the Mercados Arias International engaged that this compromise with one NAVEC to aid in their ultimate objective of increasing the Gambian population access to affordable and reliable electricity services in the country. We would like to thank you again, the NAVEC and whole people of the Gambia, for this opportunity and present our commitment to cooperate jointly success of this project. Once again, thank you for entire people of the Gambia, and I wish you best in the future. Thank you.
Jata West Coast, Unda Nyang, KM, Mbay Jay, Banjul, Alaji Sadi, CRR North, Maudo Toure CRR South.
CRR South. And they say,
President Oleni Afghanon Nati
His Excellency, Prime Minister of Petroleum,
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, my Permanent Secretary Kamara. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Arabaro, High Excellency, Madam Sajo Mbalo Baro, colleague Cabinet Ministers here present, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Secretary to Cabinet, and all permanent secretaries here present,
contractor, MBH Power Company, the consultant, the chairman, deputy chair who is representing the chairman here, board of directors of NAWEC, service chiefs and head of institutions, advisor to the Minister of Petroleum and Energy, Mr. Pamoudou Sarr, Governor, my brother Aba Sanyang, and Deputy Governor of West Coast Region, all current and former National Assembly members here present, Chief of Sami, and all other chiefs here present, Alcalde of Kalen, and all the villages around, all traditional and religious leaders here present, the press and the media fraternity, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Your Excellency, it is with great honor and delight that I'm here with you today to witness yet another historic occasion for the laying of a foundation stone for the construction of 30 kV line from Lamenkoto to Diabugu Batapa. This is less than a year following our campaign, Operation Lampomala, on the 28th November 2020 in Kiankuinala, with the view of providing universal access to electricity by 2025 to all villages, towns and regions of this country. The Lamenkoto Diabugu Batapa 30 kV line, jointly funded by the World Bank, European Union and the European Investment Bank, is the first phase of the Gambia Electricity Restoration and Modernization Project called JAM, Medium Voltage Backbone Networks, that is geared towards making sure that the medium voltage covers all the parts of the country. It will electrify 46 villages between the two communities, that is from Lamenkoto to Diabugu, in the Sami and Sandu districts, respectively. At this juncture, Your Excellency, it is worthy to return all praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for not only enabling us to witness today's historic occasion, that is the electrification of 46 villages out of the 685 villages to be covered across the country. Your Excellency, for over 56 years of Navi nationhood, this is the first phase and the beginning of the promise you have given to the people of this country during your last Meet People's Tour, that you're going to electrify 685 communities, and it is starting here today in Sami. It may interest you, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, to know that surveys are completed for other areas in LRR, NBR and CRR, and the tender has already been launched for the many villages under the JAM project. In essence, what I'm saying here is that we have already launched tender for other parts of the country. So it is beginning here today, and work is going to continue and continue until we get universal access. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the energy roadmap approved by the Cabinet in 2017 has a vision to modernize the energy sector for a new Gambia and move towards 24/7 access to all Gambians. It identifies short and medium-term investments needed to modernize the energy system, and the priorities are to restore generation gap in the GBA, that's the Greater Banjul area, as quickly as possible, close the generation gap and investments in transmission and distribution. Also, it has the goal to scale up generation of 300 megawatts of available capacity by 2025, which includes capacity through interconnection with West African Power Pool, WAP, regional grid. This is all geared towards our transition towards universal access for all residents of the country. Therefore, it is in this direction that the energy sector, in collaboration with its development partners, commits themselves to promote least cost generation, transmission and distribution of electricity, set standards for electricity services, and determine appropriate tariffs. The ultimate objective is to enable a transition to a private sector participation in electricity production market through independent power producers. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to mention that all these developments could not be realized without the invaluable support, visionary leadership, and exemplary guidance of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Gambia. I also wish to recognize the unflinching support of my colleague cabinet ministers, the staff of my ministry, management and staff of NAWEC, the board of directors of NAWEC, and the project implementation union of NAWEC. Our sincere thanks and appreciation goes to the World Bank, European Union, and the European Investment Bank for the financial support, the media for their coverage of the energy sector. Before I conclude, I would like to extend my appreciation and thanks to the organizing committee, through my permanent secretary, for their efforts and inputs in hosting yet another successful energy event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the energy sector under the guidance and stewardship of His Excellency the President of the Republic is committed to creating equal opportunities for all players interested in the development of the energy sector that highly and positively impact the lives and livelihood of the people of the Gambia. However, the sector remains to be challenged with the difficulty of acquiring land for project implementation. On this note, we are appealing to the communities for their support and collaboration to achieve our universal access to electricity by 2025, which is the target of our extensive electricity master plan being finalized this month of July to replace the electricity roadmap 2017. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I would like to once again seize this opportunity to thank the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs in facilitating our resource mobilization efforts, our development partners and donors, and all other stakeholders for the institutional support and collaboration. Finally, Your Excellency, I want to thank the Board of Directors of NAWEC, the management of NAWEC, and the entire staff of NAWEC for the rapid response to the emergency situation we found ourselves. 2 days ago, the rainstorm that damaged extensively and intensively our transmission and distribution infrastructure. Your Excellency, the NAWEC team mobilized very rapidly and very solidly, and I was in close communication with them throughout, 24/7, together with the Board of Directors. And alhamdulillah, they were able to restore, although we still have work to do, but the team did a recommendable job to be able to restore energy and electricity and water supply to many parts, if not all, by now. So on that note, Your Excellency, I want to thank you all. Badi wala fa mem fara nit muto jam fala. Ya lo iko ning karamo ba damendo, karamo ba fo damendo. Kumo man siya karandi mo bulu. Ba be damendo karamo ba fo be lo renja. Sa la fa menna. Wala mun jogali besi la moy. Ning karamo ba di yamuta. Kumo ba tle bulu. An kumo fran nedi mo ba tle bulu. Odun silla mo yala. Ngani mo bala. Ana men ngani ko man bango gang. I même promise mbake kan say ba fole ka ba kele anu ngani fa le ka fe mo fe fa ka kele am na fe mbol to bi ay même fo afela bo kam bi alhamdulillah.
Dancer, right?
Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Honorable National Assembly members, senior government officials, service chiefs, governors, local government authorities, honorable religious leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, allow me to express my sincere gratitude to the people of Same and by extension, the entire Central River and Upper River regions for the warm welcome accorded to me and my delegation. It is also an honor to have so many dignitaries in attendance. I thank you for your presence. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, access to energy is without doubt of a critical importance to our country. For without electricity, there can be no real development. Without energy, there can be no modern industry. And processing of agricultural and raw materials would be hampered. In short, there would be no modern economy without energy. It is sad and a great social injustice that most parts of our country have been without electricity since independence. Thus denying them an essential aspect of a comfortable life. In 2017, when my government came into office, most part of the country were experiencing erratic and unreliable power supply. By 2018, however, we managed to stabilize the situation. We have since made appropriate policy reforms and have made significant investment interventions in the sector to meet the country's electricity needs. Against this backdrop, today marks an important milestone in respect of realizing the government's universal access to electricity objectives in the drive to electrifying the entire country by 2025. We are here to launch a new phase of extending the national electricity grid to another area in rural Gambia. This Lamin-Koto-Diabougou link is part of the Gambia Electricity Restoration and Modernization Project, medium voltage backbone networks. The goal of this component is to enable medium voltage coverage within this area. The contract is the first phase of an ambitious project to electrify 46 villages from Lamin-Koto-Diabougou in the Same and Sandu districts at a cost of over $8 million United States dollars. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, in September 2011, the UN launched the Sustainable Energy for All initiative. This is a multi-stakeholder partnership designed to attain universal access to modern energy services and double both the global importance energy efficiency rate and the share of renewable energy in global energy production. It is also one of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and forms part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development adopted in September 2015. Even in the absence of these global initiatives and targets, my government recognizes that energy is a crucial factor for sustainable development and poverty alleviation, as well as for addressing key global development challenges confronting us. I am happy to state that, therefore, that the Gambia is on course to achieving universal access to electricity by 2025. In fact, we will do so 5 years earlier than the international target. This will be a huge achievement, and it illustrates my government's performance in the energy sector. I assure you that energy will remain a critical cross-cutting issue on our economic development agenda, because we recognize the vital linkages between energy and health, education, food security, foreign direct investment, poverty reduction, and climate change, to cite a few examples. Despite the notable progress and achievement realized in the energy sector within a short period, there is no room for complacency. We must sustain and build on our gains by maintaining an enabling environment with the right policies, institutions, strategic planning, regulations, and incentives for private sector participation. Furthermore, we will continue exploring both on and off-grid solutions in our universal access to electricity campaign. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is obvious that the rural area has been grossly disadvantaged by inadequate supply and access to electricity. In spite of the high cost of providing electricity schemes to low-populated and remote settlements, we consider it the right of all citizens to access electricity regardless of their residential area. As part of our all-inclusive approach to development, the provision of social and economic amenities to our rural dwellers is a highly ranked priority to enhance and improve living conditions. With this in mind, nothing will deter us from providing such services, be it economic, political, or other considerations. Our focus is on the impact such investment will have on the lives and livelihood of our people, irrespective of where they live. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, guided by this commitment, it is heartening that from 2017 to date, access to energy has increased considerably in the country. I am happy to note the difference electricity supply has made in many small villages on the north and the south banks of the country. The government is proud of this achievement, and I encourage the Ministry of Energy and NAWEC to accelerate efforts to cover the rest of the country. In the same vein, I urge the Ministry of Energy, PURA and NAWEC to work together to create alternative options NAWEC grid. In this regard, the economic potential in innovative financing and implementation of mini-grids and solar home solutions is quite encouraging. Accordingly, we will continue to explore low-cost power sources to make electricity consumption affordable to all citizens. Before concluding, I must thank the World Bank and the European Investment Bank for funding this project. We are thankful also to all relevant stakeholders for their support and collaboration in making this event a success. I urge the contractor to deliver quality work within the agreed project schedule. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to lay the foundation stone for the Lamin Koto Diabugu 30 kV line electricity project. I thank you for your all attention. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Aketanye kontan kubati kotenke, kamuruna same banko kanjang. Sefo diamuta jang, bari ngamira same nkol, kabirin nata jang 2020 mid the people to. Nga fale le kotenke muruna nan samele, kanaka kulli do kije ngane samen kol nyanta duwala le wati o wati president kana jang ni nata wati o wati ni sila fandole kana fane ko nga nawo na men ki jang nga sila fandon ka wala naati samen kolye ay silo fole lamin ko do pasamas anata samen kolye keleng rot la silo nata samen kolye bi fele mbe courant naati kan samen kolye ani sandun kolye nini momo kacata Gambia ko aka fo ele diamo siata bari nga fo molele ko ali nga diamu lal bula ye diamu doku lal ye continue nga na doko doko wala kumaya doko wala be Gambia sambala nyaata doko wala ba la balor sonen la doko wala be foire ya bayla nyim banko kan oto diamu lal ye diamu de na continue doko ngal promise le nun ka fambe courant nat la janne aketa courant minal ya andun safa samen ko le ko don ko hani sa mirabol be kerinne ngalon ne same sanji tandulu fem manke same ko no mirabol be kerinne hani sa ka kudol nati same ko tenke mti o fam fana wodon safa not banko le ani yu ardin kol safa le kon kontantale wari kabinga molla funtiñaaje dron woyen hañindi le ayen na jiko fana warandi ka ñitandi ko samen kol ni siaran kol ni yuaran kol i pare la ko president baronga pour ka ñimban ko doku andu be men folale wolo ñenti ko den na Mansakunda wala be kering say bari ni NPP Mansakunda na ra jang do ko men keta say o mu fiñin ko leti duno man na falo na sefo diamu do ala kirisa men na wodron wala be kela anun te jikina nyina ko ala len tombon kandi gambian kol la woto gambian kol mbeñillahi do talale mbe do ko kelale do ko me alon ko ni wulta president yala sanji keme nyaato yata ko mobe fo kanyim banko kanjang ngamo ken dol sodole nganna ministral sodole me ala be bambandin koma nga politicianol sodo me ala be bambandin koma andi nga gambian ka fondin kel sodole me ala ko be bambandin koma nga musu jatol fanan sodole me ala be bambandin koma ko kanyim banko do President Barrow dronte do ko kenola na ministral dronte do ko nyin kenola député damante do ko kenola fontel gamdan kol bele kafu ngake bakili fakili ndi nganyim banko do kuno bari sosorete keri nyin banko kan ye President Barrow ko nyaawo nya bari kafa man do ko ke ala Mansakunda man do ko ke e salon ka fo nafigi ala woti iko isa fono nene man jatoje bari ka fako nene man jato to moy o mu wuli yalati ani hasibiya woto samen kol sandun kol anin fuladun kol la tanyin nako on the 4th of December ikan toni ne nyimbankon kanjang iko ale president wala sodo me ala buka hayi ale president wala sodo me ala ka buka diam ale president wala sodo me ala ka man karang ale president wala sodo me ala ka sinole bari on the 4th of December wala de kuni na nyimbanko ba ganyin kumol moyle alila moy ganyin kumol be moyle bari nyin kumol be munafiki ya kumol leti yalo ko fisiri walle o fisiri walle amune akende akida kuje woti yemen long yemen je ka balan wala wala ken ni kala fisir wallo bari man ni ka moy lal ko fisir wallo bu ke daha fona sinota wala fata wala na be daha bari president me alon ko aka sinole ni way ñen dokol beke ay lamin ko passamas doku ay basse fato doku ay birijol doku ay kuramol doku ay kelen ro doku ni wo kuninta lumme albe bor lañu banko kan ndeku mo jam fandila suwo kutale bari 2016 mbelola lumen kake candidate roti mel ka ko bi man hani wol bebe lari laramale ko no wotu non ubuka hani tuntula bari salon ko murome ye samo kanate ni ko muro de sisa kanate la sala wuli ala woti hasibi alam alnimbara thank you.
He's blocking the president. He's blocking the president.
Your Excellency,
Junko mbe kuma ni kan way Hai